fucking brain.
Alright, we're back.
What's your Instagram, mate?
Geordie.comedian. We are back, part 2 with Senorjames and Hugh Roberson.
Yeah! Alright.
Could use the applause effect there, but...
Hold on.
Benny, what's your Instagram? Just Benny?
Benny Abazovich. And
Good luck spelling that.
Abazovich Benny?
A-B.
A-B-A-Z-O-V-O-C. Benny.
Can I buy a vowel?
Abazovich. Oh, fuck you.
Is the handle Abazovich Benny?
No, it's Benny Abazovich.
Oh, Benny, but alright.
Yeah,
Takes on another
B-double-L-Y.
There can be only one.
Benny.
Yeah, that's going to cause confusion. I wonder if anyone's been busted cheating, like putting the wrong tag in for someone on Insta. I'm actually
Did
with.
you see how I just looked at you?
You
What?
can do it.
Get out of my house now!
Fucking wife's here, cunt.
We talked about this. This is not what we talk about.
How's we'll get into coronavirus in a second. How it's affecting you guys? I mean, obviously we're under a blanket ban for doing gigs and shit. But how is it running apartment? Like how long's apartment been going?
So.
And how did you start it? I mean, how did you...
How we started?
Yeah, how did you get into it?
Because we have mentioned apartment a few times.
Oh man,
Yeah.
shout out guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Not there.
No, I'm fucking with you.
We're still working out the Facebook
No, I'm
and
still
shit.
working
Working
out the
out
technicalities.
It took
Thank
20
you very
hours,
much for
Jamie.
that, Hugh. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
But no, tell us how you got started. Like,
So, do you guys know Nick O'Connell?
yeah, rings a bell.
So
yeah.
he was another comic. He started running apartments or whatever. He approached the bar or whatever. Then he was running it for like 4 or 5 weeks, and then he just decided he didn't want to do it. So he put like the call out if they wanted to do it. So then originally it was me, Jose Matias.
He's just disappeared.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's something we won't talk about.
Okay, yeah, okay, alright.
Alessio and Adam Freedom.
And Dan.
Now Dan was a later addition. Because Jose didn't want to do it anymore, so we got Dan on. And then it was just like too many people. Because none of us had any idea how the fuck to run a room. And then kind of once we got our bearings a little bit, people like Dan started running comedy on high, like full on properly. And then Adam Freedom like started going back to school or whatever the fuck he was doing, because Cuss was like 16 or 17 at the time. And then it was just me and Alessio running it. So now, pretty much I get there early, set up the room, and Alessio does like the poster and stuff, and then we both book acts.
You do some good fucking content for the videos you put out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Funny, yeah.
Because that started out of there's this other room, I don't know, you guys might have mentioned Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Or like, which is run by Paul Blackburn, and he does a couple gigs, and he calls them all St Kilda Comedy Club. So Alessio would be riffing, he'd be like, "Get out of St Kilda Comedy Club. We got a bunch of cunts no one's fucking heard of that are all fucking washed up." And then like start naming them. And he'd do it, and we'd both, it'd be cracking me up. And it was like, bro, you gotta, I don't know if he suggested it or whatever, but just turn it into like a promo video for apartment. And it would be like naming the people, just joking about St Kilda as an area. I think he made a couple, I made like one. But yeah, they were just like fun videos to make. But the fucking venue people didn't understand, like the two chicks who like did promo for the venue or whatever, they didn't understand that it was a joke.
Oh,
like we were showing them, we're like, alright, this is the content we've been making. They were like watching it. Like one of the jokes I did was like, I was talking about a Kwasi, like introducing him, and he's Ghanaian, right? So I did some joke. No, it's Ghanaian, cunt. Don't try to fucking use your black
Pretty sure
fucking
it's
knowledge,
Guyanese,
bro.
bro.
No, it's Ghanaian.
Oh no, that's the other country. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
fuck you.
Yeah.
If you got a fetish for black comics or something, like, what's going on?
I like black people.
Yeah, fair enough. Right.
To actually clarify, Hugh likes everyone who's not white.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty
That's
much.
basically where he's really.
So he's pushing my dog away. Get out, white dog. Good lucky.
You may have thought he was petting the dog. Nah, he was fucking.
I asked for a chocolate Labrador on the rider.
Yeah, so I did some joke. I was like, yeah, we got a Kwasi Osei Tutu. He's gonna make you laugh. And I even did like the flag, the Ghanaian flag come up with the country name Ghana.
Yeah.
Like I was literally
Yeah.
saying the country name.
Yeah.
And these fucking chicks didn't understand the joke. I was like, why the fuck are we working with these people? Like, so they don't really understand it. But no, they were good videos to do. But
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You've got to bring that back when things get back to normal.
yeah, bro, yeah.
Do you feel like you get enough, for anyone thinking of running a room or who might be running a room, well, obviously we're all a bit lost at the moment, but do you feel like you get enough support from them? And if you weren't at some point, how'd you go about that? Like
From the actual people who run the venue.
From the actual venue,
Yeah, definitely. Like I love the people who run the bar, and Jordan, he's fucking great. The guy who manages the venue, like, only good things to say, really, to be
This
honest.
is the most political I've ever heard you talk.
Nah, but
It's just
Jordan's
a
sick,
group
bro.
of amazing people. I
No.
really love Jordan. He's fantastic.
No, he is. Because we had any
Fuck.
anytime we've had people complain about like jokes or whatever,
Yeah.
like we had this guy. So we had one particular night. We had a bunch of fucking English cunts in the bar, right?
Yeah.
And they were being real rowdy. And then maybe like 8th or 9th, there was this English dude, comic who'd signed up. He kept asking me when he was on. I was like, who the fuck's this cunt? I didn't know he was with that group.
Yeah.
And then he gets on stage and they all started paying attention. I was like, oh, these guys are mates with it. It was probably like 25, 30 cunts, right? And so once this English dude got off stage, they all just didn't give a fuck anymore and they were all talking.
Yeah.
And then we had this comic go on stage try to go at him, and he was talking shit or whatever, and then he paid out their friend. He's like, yeah, and your friend's fucking shit at comedy. So, and you know, English people get, man, that's not fucking right. What are you fucking joking about that? Man, that's me fucking mate. So they wanted to fuck this cunt up,
Oh no.
right? So we had to take him out back, and I'm trying to talk to the fucking French guy who works in the kitchen. No, you cannot eat back here. I'm like, nah, bro, like, I'm trying to explain. And we had to call the fucking police or whatever.
Oh shit.
But the whole point of this, I'm saying, they were getting cut at this guy trying to make a joke, and then the guy Jordan runs the bar was like, no mate, like, we're here to fucking tell jokes. I don't know what the fuck you're upset. Like, he was backing us up. So, and we actually had a really good chat after that. The relationship
Yeah, nice.
got better after a fucking weird night where the police came. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Fucking
And did
hell.
you say, this is my mate Jay? And then it's like, give me one.
Turn a bad situation into an even worse situation. You can't roll backpackers there or nothing.
Oh, it's for real though.
Fuck, it's brutal.
Oh, I was gonna say, before you run a room, you just like I used to go to Voltaire being like, man, who the fuck are these cunts put me on fucking last bracket?
Yeah, because you're not part of the clique. You don't talk about.
But it's
trends
not even
and
that,
you
it's
laugh at your own
like-
shit.
It's not even that. It's just because at the start I was, fucking was not good,
Yeah.
and you just expect so much. I think most people are entitled. I definitely was at the start. And then all you're doing, like these people putting the venue on for you to go do. And me and Alessio would just walk and just talk shit the whole fucking walk back to the city after the gig. And now, we just look at it like,
I've done that a few times coming down, leaving your room and going,
yeah, fuck.
white privilege, mate. What the fuck? Fuck you, man.
I love wogs, bro. I love wogs. I think I put fucking hoods aside if I didn't.
for you.
That's how he gets the gigs. Okay. No, it does open your eyes running something, I think. Like, it's how it all works.
How do you find it?
Well, Death or Glory is my third room. So I was running Dorchester Comedy, I think when you guys took over, around the time you guys took over an apartment, or just after or something. Yeah.
Did I ever do that?
Exactly. Yeah, no, you did. But that was a joint opposite, it's called something else now, but I mean, the comedy's not there for good reason. The guy's a cunt. But that was the cafe.
Oh, that was,
Yeah.
Wogglin. Woglin's room.
No, that's
Lachlan Reardon?
No, that's
No.
That's St Charlie's.
St. Charlie. Fuck.
Yeah,
What
so
was that?
so Dorchester was opposite Luna Park, and I answered an ad on the Comedy Hub, and they were asking for comics to warm up their dinner guests before Rob Bryan was on across the road. Me and Sequana went down because I was working at Sequana a lot at the time. I was like, yeah, she's fucking chill. This will be great. She'd be a great guest, by the way.
If she doesn't get drunk.
If she doesn't get drunk, yeah.
That's what you want, bro. Just fucking wear
She is funny.
If the wife was on holidays.
As long as she keeps her clothes on, yeah. We'll see. But
You're keeping the fucking door closed in that podcast, bro.
Jesus.
You got soundproof it, Benny.
Oh, no comment. So I answered this ad and I was like, okay, what's the deal? Like, what do you want? And like, we've got a full house. We need some entertainment before they go off and see comedy. I said, fuck yeah. So we split an hour between us, and no one knew there was a show going on. And unsolicited dick pic of a gig, and we're just doing our thing. We didn't bomb, we didn't kill. It was just, oh, these guys are doing comedy. All right. And then the manager came up after me. She goes, oh, that was fucking amazing. Oh, would you want to do comedy here from now on? I was like, yeah. Like, I'd never once put thought into running a room ever.
Yeah.
Like, I was more than happy doing Gorilla. I was more than happy doing whatever the fuck else I was doing at the time. And this is a year and a half ago now. And we just ended up getting this spot on a Thursday doing it. And then I realised that you guys were on Thursday as well. I was like, can we push it to a different night? Blah, blah, blah. I think this would work much better if we did a Friday or a Saturday, that kind of thing. They weren't interested. And then I got a lot of support from the lady who I was working through. And within the space of 2 weeks, the new owners came through. They changed the name, they changed the menu, got rid of all the staff. They offered the staff $18 an hour, and some of these fuckers were on like 30 something because they'd been there for years. I was like, you know what? No, I want no part of this.
Yeah.
And then, and that's around the time I got the gig at Death or Glory. And between then, Lachlan Reardon's dad came to Death or Glory one night. He goes, I like what you do. I want to put on comedy at my place, and that was at St Charlie's. And they were the most useless bunch of motherfuckers I've ever worked for. Like, no help whatsoever. Asked them to do knock up a poster, because I didn't have a laptop at the time. I had no way of doing it.
Yeah.
And this is obviously before I had better contacts of, like, you know, Dan Kappa helped me with my poster and all that sort of shit. Like, I had no idea who to ask at the time. And all I asked them to do was, all these posters you've got on every wall of the place and in the windows are all super fancy. We just need something dead simple that says comedy here Friday night, $5 entry, whatever the fuck it was, 8:30, whatever the hell. And it took them 3 months to come up with something. And when it came out, it looked like a kid had fucking designed it. So like, it was straight down. It was as simple as I asked, which I was happy about. But then the comedy was like put over here, like there were too many space bars between it, sort of thing. I was like, you seriously printed that? The fuck? And then they had a doof one night, and I went in the next Friday to do the sound, and like it was as loud as we're talking now. And we were hoping to get like 50 people in there a night, because it's fucking Brunswick Street on Friday, man. Like, I got no help with promo, no nothing from them. I ended up walking away from it.
No, it was I don't know if it was like a super ideal room for comedy, but it was still a good fucking room.
It was cool, yeah.
Still a good room.
And it was all, you know, you don't know what to expect when you start something in the first few weeks or whatever. So, be it a podcast, a band, a fucking cafe, whatever it is, you don't know what to expect. But it had the foundations to be something really fucking cool. I just had no help whatsoever.
But that's the whole thing. I mean, like we've been talking about, it's all about working together.
Yeah.
And if if we work together, we do good content.
Yep.
If we don't, and I've noticed, I mean, look, I'm older than you guys. I mean,
Really?
Hey, nigga, black don't crack. You have no fucking clue how old I am.
You gotta cut his finger off and count the rings. Like. How old is he?
I'll have you know, Benny, I'm actually 45.
That's it.
No.
Motherfucker! Give me a wallet.
Oh my god, black doesn't crack.
I'm 90.
No, but we have to work together, and I noticed that. I mean, when I first started, it's like getting into that realm or clique or whatever you want to call it. I mean, everybody's pretty chilled and cool, but it's getting into that sort of mold and talking to different people. And it was funny, like I said to Geordie,
It's networking.
yeah, it was like when I first met him.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be doing this podcast together, you know.
Yeah.
Who's this motherfucker on? Get the fuck off!
Yeah, Benny pulled me up. We're at the George in South Melbourne, and Benny was not impressed with my material.
Oh no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
What was it? I can't
It was
remember.
Tony Martin was on that night. And,
Oh yeah, fuck.
Everybody came down to see Tony Martin.
Right.
And I knew you guys know me. If I go to a room, I'm going to hang around. I don't care if I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm just going to watch. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good,
I'm
good
not.
support.
I'm not that type of person. I'm not on tonight. If I've come out, I'm hanging around.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't care. If you want to talk to me, talk to me. You don't want to, I don't give a shit. I'll sit in my corner. I'm there to watch.
Have a
Yeah.
bat.
Have a bat.
Why is that table rumbling? He's not laughing. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Thank you. I've got the sound effects. Motherfucker, give me one!
We can actually record that for a sound effect.
But yeah, and the room was Tony Martin on. It was great. Fucking killed. Everybody was there to watch him. But they fucked up. So they put him on first, and then they went, oh, comedians go second. Instead of doing, let's do the comics.
Yeah.
And then get him on last, and everybody's going to hang around.
should
And
be
so
that
everybody's watched it, and Paul's gone, oh, let's have a break, have a smoke.
Oh, fuck.
Everybody's walked out, nobody walked back in.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting there going, all right, there's probably a handful of us there. And, and it was just getting to that point where a few drunk chicks rocked up, I think it was. Yeah. And it was
Yeah, they didn't like me.
yeah, this little group of girls, they didn't like him at all. And I'm sitting there going, mate, you're digging a fucking hole. Stop it about the fucking cats. You know? And he just fucking, meow, meow, fucking meow, meow, fuck. And I got up and it was like, I've looked at me, mate, I'm like, no, don't get up. Oh, fuck, I can't do it, man. I've got to go out and smoke. So I get up and I walk out. And then I'm sitting there going,
I thought I recognised that face. Yeah.
I've offended this cunt. You know what I mean? Like, I've actually
Oh.
offended him. In my mind, I start thinking, oh, shit, I've just offended him. I've fucking, you know, I've just walked out. And now he's going to think, oh, you're an arsehole. And
Yeah, I think you're an asshole for different reasons.
More specific.
But what I was trying to say is, like, we sort of get these images in our heads of people. And then once you sort of get to see the real them or what they're about, and it comes back, like I say, it just comes back to we all work together. We're a fucking team. And it's fucking hard enough at the best of fucking
Fucking
times.
oath, bro, yeah.
And it's like, if people have got shit out there, and this is what I say, I mean, I've set this up, I've got a camera, I've got a fucking podcast thing. If somebody wants to do something, fucking hit us up, talk to me, Benny, help us out. Can I do something? Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'm not there to go, well, wait a minute, if you want to do a podcast here, boys, yeah, it's going to cost you a fucking X amount of bucks to do it.
Yeah.
That comes later.
Yeah.
That's how us boys roll it.
Speaking of which, can we record a rap album?
Thank fuck we're dealing with Benny and Lorenzo.
But you know what I mean. Like it's. I'm not about the money. It's not for me. It's not. This is not for me at all about money. For me, it's about we put shit out there. We fucking get our content down there. If one of us hits, that's good for all of us.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
You know, it's like you know, Wallet Wizard or Wallet, whatever it's going to be called.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the N word.
Yes, you do.
Fuck if I do! Once you leave, I'm going to go on this rant. Motherfucker, you didn't say any of that shit when I was there.
limited edition.
I should put one on.
That'd be fucking great.
But yeah, it's like we work together. Use it. It gets out there because the more shit we get out there, where we're actually, and what I've noticed is like once people start getting above that sort of threshold of I'm a comedian better than everybody here.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah.
And that's the sad bit about it. It's like we're the same fucking. I don't care if it's Hughesy. I don't care if it's fucking any of those fuckers.
Yeah.
You know
We've all
what I
got
mean?
the same audience.
Absolutely.
Potentially.
Yeah. We all do. I mean, and we're all working for the same thing. Let's work together and make it happen. You see America. We watch podcasts and all that. You can see how they're all helping each other.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you've got this shit going. Oh, well, fucking yeah. Take my guy and fucking do this and da da da.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm for myself. I reckon we should all be aspiring to that. And I'll be honest with you. Now, since the corona's happened, and if I don't die, we should have. Fuck you! You guys can see this in the video.
I'm sure Ben is going to edit in some choice words later.
Could you imagine? It's like, they're like, oh, what happened? Now he's the only one talking in the room. No, they're still here. They're in the corner. Ever watch Pulp Fiction? That little ball? Yeah, that was me. but yeah, it's basically we have to work together, and I think this will open everybody's eyes now a little bit. We were talking about this with Flynn yesterday.
It's a fucking cleansing. Yeah.
It's basically the political correctness. I reckon that, and we talked about that yesterday.
It's going to be out the window.
It's going to be out the window.
Yeah.
The only thing was stopping me. I had a job before.
Yeah, fuck.
Fuck now, bro. Like.
Yeah. I think with it though, like, because I 100% agree that we all should work together in whatever way possible. I think, like, the other side of it is everyone being more kind of self-aware to their talents. Yeah. Like I said, I played sports growing up, and like the crew that I kind of started running with, just doing comedy. Like, everyone has their own little things that they are better at, than the next. Someone's better at crowd work. Someone's better at creating content. Someone's better at hosting. And that's what I've talked to you about this.
Yeah.
That, like, I see so much potential just in that group of guys because there's so many different strengths, and everyone's strengths cover everyone's weaknesses. But if people don't know that they have a weakness in that area, it's real easy for someone to get cut to to say, oh, why can't I host? So it's like, bro,
you shit, bro. You shit.
Like, it's just not great.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. You've got to see that, and I think with this Corona thing, it's opening eyes up now because you haven't got that audience. You haven't got those mates that are going, you're fucking awesome. You're the best fucking comedian I've ever seen.
Yeah.
No. We're all sitting there going, we're putting content out there, and we're by ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're in our little fucking bubble going, well, what do I fucking do?
Yeah.
And then you can turn to a few people and all the rest of it, and it's like, let's figure it out, and it's great because, and I think personally, this is a game changer completely for everybody.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's going to be great. I mean, if I'm still alive. You might hear this voice and Jordan will be like, "Hey, welcome to welcome to the J podcast." He used to be around, but now he's not.
The R.I.P.J.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Shit's gonna be different when it comes back. Like,
well, how many people? Like, I haven't seen that many people in the Melbourne comedy scene. I'm talking about putting out content.
Exactly.
No. So, fuck, I've been putting out shit almost every day, pretty much, and like
everyone's too busy writing Corona jokes.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm just putting it online because I can't do it on stage.
Yeah.
I've seen like comedians, not even on like YouTube. That people aren't really putting out content to the point. I thought like everyone's fucking stuck at home, has nothing to do realistically except for watch shit,
Watch
be on
TV
the phone,
and jerk off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's only so many times you can jerk off before it just don't work.
It turns into cardio and it's not good for you.
You feel me? Exactly.
Forearms, boys.
Not
Look at these
little.
forearms.
Jay, my hands are too small for you, but you'd probably like it, but I would feel self-conscious about myself afterwards.
Look like you're holding a vase.
It's all. I did have a pet snake once upon a time. Yeah, fuck.
Can you grab the microphone for me real quick? Oh,
And when you hear that, yep, bitch hit the ground. He's dropping the mic. Put your hands together.
Thud. Yeah. It's almost a shame I'm not a chick. Like, I can give my best hand jobs with these. You make it look massive. But anyway.
Take it easy, Trump.
Consensually. Obviously consensually.
oh shit.
But it is. It's we all have to work together, and like you say, putting the content out there, and it's great to see. Like I mean, I could be sitting there after I've jerked off, and I'm going, "Oh, what's you up to?" No, but
He's thinking of you.
no, but you see.
Sure, it's afterwards.
Ooh, look at that redhead. I remember the redhead before.
Red tubes down, red tubes down.
KJ comes out.
James is scared, bro.
It's like, hey Jay, I brought you over to Benny's house.
You got a real pretty mouth, boy. I'm surprised the.
Can you please not say that?
That
last one was too much. Brings back some memories.
Too soon.
He's from Florida too, bro.
I'm traumatized.
Oh fuck. Gators.
No, yeah, Hobo tried to rape me and said that, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
dead ass.
shit, I'm sorry.
Genuinely. Yeah.
Chick or dude?
No, dude.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah.
It's even worse.
Yeah, horrible.
Fuck.
Worst part is, I do have some really great lips. So, like, that's the most fucked up thing, is I was
Fucking hell.
fuck, you work quick, don't you?
You're serious.
Yeah.
When was this?
Oh, this was, back in America. Make the story quick.
No, give us a long version.
No, do tell, because I feel horrible.
We got time. No, so I was playing football, and we had you have this thing called 2-a-days, which in summer you practice twice a day, basically.
Okay.
Because there's nothing else to do. So we did the first practice, and I lived far away from the school, so I stayed around the school area until the second practice came. The second practice came, and not only am I fat, but I have the tendency to cramp really fucking easily.
Oh, no.
Right? So we get out the second practice. I'm walking to the bus stop, and to walk to the bus stop, it's like a mile road, and then you go over an overpass on a highway, massive bridge. And as I'm going up the bridge, I start to feel my leg cramping. So I'm like, okay, let me just get to the end of the bridge. I'll wait, I'll relax, I'll be all right. I get to the hump of the bridge, I start to feel my other leg cramping. I'm like, okay, this is not great. We're not in a good position at the moment. I get down to the bottom of the bridge, and my whole body is cramping at this point.
Oh shit.
Full body cramps, and I'm on the side of the road with just by myself, right? There's a gas station, and I know I can get free water at the gas station, so I'm like, if I could just make it to the gas station, I'll make it to the gas station. I get to a patch of grass next to the gas station, and I'm like, I'm just gonna lay down behind the bus bench to let my body work itself out, because I can't, when you cramp one way, you're like, okay, let me stretch out, but then stretching out makes this shit cramp, so I'm just like, let me lay down, that's the solution. So I lay down, and in the distance, I see this figure walking over, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Somebody to come help me get some water in my body to fucking help me out. Hobo comes over, I'm laying down there, I'm like, bro, I'm struggling, can you get me some water, please? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Runs off to the gas station, comes back with this cup. First off, he comes back with this cup, and there's some shit in the cup. There's these little black specks in the cup. I don't know how the fuck. I don't know what it was to this day. I have no idea, but I'm that desperate at the moment that I'm like, fuck it, I'll drink it. So I lean up a little bit. The hobo's next to me, next to my head, and is giving me the water because I can't fucking move.
Yeah.
So he's fucking, say feeding me, but he's not feeding me. He's giving me the water. So as he's giving me the water, and I'm thinking, salvation, here we go. The hobo looks down and says, "You got some real pretty lips." Oh. Mind you, I'm immobilized. There is nothing I can do except for keep drinking this fucking water. And the hobo's just sitting there with his dick like this close to my face, like, "You got some real pretty lips." I'm like, just fucking chug the water, get up, get to the bus stop, never see the man again. But he fully was like, "I've gotten you this water, you about to suck my dick."
Jeez.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, man.
Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
man. And you said it like the exact same way. I was like, the weirdest part, you're like, "You got some real pretty lips." Well, I was like, "Oh, fuck."
James is like, "Actually, Geordie, you're looking pretty familiar."
I have been told I look homeless before. I always wanted to do voiceover work, but not with that power. Fuck, man, I'm so sorry.
No, the worst part about all of it, right, is because it's a funny story. Like, nothing happened, so I'm okay with it. But
No,
I got home, right, after like an hour-long bus ride, which my mom could have fucking picked me up, right? And that was like what I was stewing about the whole time, right?
Yeah.
I almost got raped by a hobo, and yo ass could have picked me up, Mom. What the fuck, right? So I get home and I'm thinking, I've got the best argument in the world to never have to take the bus again.
Yeah.
Your son almost gets raped by a hobo. You're like, okay, well, I'm just going to have to do the work, right? I get home, and I tell my mom, and she busts out laughing. In my face. Is just dying laughing. Mind you, shout out, Mom. She's got a great sense of humor, and looking back on it, I've been laughing. But when I tell you, when she just started laughing, I almost lost it. Like, I just stormed off, and I was like, "This fucking bitch does nothing."
And as you can see, just to Jay's mum, the hobo is here with us.
United and feels so
Jay,
good.
do you remember this voice?
You see me? I can't chase anyone. That was fun. Oh,
That's the only reason I got away. You just waited until I cramped up, and he was like, "Oh, easy prey."
man, that's brutal. My mum's got a fuck sense of humor. She goes, "Oh, what are you doing with all this time off?" Because I've had like a week off work. I was like, "Xbox." She goes, "How old are you?" I was like, 30. She goes, "Get out of the house, go for a run, do a walk, something like that." I was like, "No, fuck that." She goes, "You're too old to be playing video games." Like, be that or a drug addiction. Like, what do you want me to fucking choose your fucking battles here. So like, and obviously mum knows best. So like yesterday I started going for a walk, and I started building up a pace. I was like, "Oh yeah, I haven't done physical exercise apart from fucking for a while, so yeah, alright." And that's my cardio, by the way, and as you can tell, my dad bod's in full effect, so I haven't got much for a while.
Shout out to all the girls out there.
No shout out. I feel that shit about myself at the moment. Like I said the other week, I was hoping this food shortage would make me drop a few dress sizes, but it hasn't. But so I started going for a walk, and then that turned into a jog. I thought, I got this. And I've had a fuck knee for a while. I was like, the knee's holding up alright. This will be alright. So I started running, and I went down a way that I've never walked around my area before. And some cunts cutting the grass. I think it was like last week I came in, Benny's like, "You got coronavirus, don't you?" I was like, no, just hay fever. Like, I can't deal with grass. That's why my lawn at home's fucked. I just don't want to cut it and deal with the consequences. But I started running, and then some cunts like, I just had a fucking asthma attack. That's why I don't exercise.
Fuck.
Didn't quite get raped, but it was just like. And I told Mum that, she's like, "You're a fucking idiot." So that's why I'm rocking a dad bod.
Oh, yeah.
So stay at home, play games.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Just,
I played FIFA for like 2 hours with Alessia last night.
Sweet.
And I
do you get on the comms and talk shit to people?
I used to, dude.
I
That
love
was
it.
the best
That's the
shit
best.
back in the
I
day.
love it. I still do it.
Call of Duty, me and my mates, 15, 16, and we, "Oh, fuck you fucking cunt." I miss those fucking days. So
I've been playing nothing but COD for the past 2 weeks. Like the new one, it's fucking.
Is it
bitchy.
good?
Yeah, it's so good. That and World War II, they're the only ones you need out of COD at the moment. But there was some cunt on the fucking in the party, and I just heard this. It's like, "Can you chew your gum fucking softer, please?" He's like, oh, what's your fucking problem? I was like, stop eating the fucking gum or I'm going to boot you from the party. Like, just, I full got into this kind of about eating too loudly over the fucking mic. Like, yeah.
I mean, warranted though.
Oh, I got killed so many times because I couldn't focus. It was so
Just
bad.
mute the cunt. Can you still mute people?
Yeah, you can. I don't know how to do that. I was just like, I don't know. Hindsight, I should have, but it was good to have an argument. 2:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. It was great.
You gotta release. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, no. And you get the dickheads putting. My favourite one is you get the dickheads putting on. I don't know what music you guys are into, but like the. Oh, what is it? It's just like a real basic bitch fucking beat in the background and some cunt mumbling over the top of it. And someone was like, "Yeah, can you play this one?" And play the same thing. Sounds like the exact same fucking track by a different artist. It's all auto-tune and all this sort of shit. It was gone. Oh, I've got a request. Whole group chat goes quiet. And like, oh yeah, bro, what is it? I was like, can you play some fucking music, please? I got booted. So, fuck. This shit was brutal. Yeah. How you guys holding up with the coronavirus? You got enough food? You got enough toilet paper? Got enough?
You never know. You never know. It's weird, right? Because my girlfriend is from East Ivanhoe, so she's posh.
That
right?
is posh, yeah.
Oh, she's.
And you're in too, right?
But she's like Shazza posh.
Cashed up bogan.
Yeah. No, dead serious. She basically is.
Yeah.
A little less bogan, but she
not super. Yeah.
She has those moments.
She's more posh than she is Shazza, but
She gets pissed off.
You get her a bottle of Shiraz, and Shazza comes out.
Yeah.
She just fucking goes there, right?
Give me a wallet, motherfucker! We live together. I love you.
Don't you want the rent money?
I'm saying that during sex tonight, 100%.
What's mine is yours, not anymore, motherfucker.
But yeah, so she's real posh. So she's like grown up, not with a ridiculous amount of money, but she's grown up comfortably.
Yeah.
And I've grown up, quite opposite. Not, like hood, but like I've had, utilities shut off, eviction notices and that sort of thing. And the difference of how we're approaching everything has been so like difficult for us to go through as a relationship. She's like stressing about money and shit. I'm like, girl, like we good.
Yeah.
We got a few utilities that can get shut off before we even thinking about getting kicked out. And he lives next door. If we need water, we got water.
We got food, we can kill Batman.
You know what I mean? I'm
If we need food, we'll go through here. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been like a difficult thing to transition in a relationship.
Yeah.
Of just having a fucking that two mindsets of her like savings and that. I'm like, this ain't the time to save.
Yeah,
like,
fuck no.
yeah.
Time to live. Time to survive.
Exactly.
Time to get your fucking. What were we talking about yesterday? Getting your
Gold and silver.
gold and silver and getting your what's that shit called? Superannuation out.
Yeah, your super. Sort your super out.
Yeah.
I'm looking into that.
Don't trust me. I've got no idea about money and shit.
Yeah, I had to look up my super
We'll just buy
today.
another dog and a gun.
Fuck it, stop it. Well, anyway. Give me your fucking money. That's how I make money. And that's the financial report from Benny.
Don't make it. Get it off some other country.
Oh yeah, I was doing the Centerlink application today to get fucking Centerlink.
Yeah.
And
Did you go online or was it?
online, yeah.
And it wasn't crashed.
No, it wasn't crashed.
Holy shit.
'Cause
Everyone's given up.
But what you have to do, right? You gotta make a MyGov account.
Yep.
And then you have to link your Centerlink to your MyGov, right? But the only way you can do that is if you have like a Centerlink reference number. The only way to get a Centerlink reference number is if you've previously had Centerlink. I've never had fucking Centerlink.
Yeah.
So I was just like, well, how the fuck am I going to navigate this? So I was thinking about going down there, but then I logged on today and they add the option that you can add, like, instead of doing the linking your Centerlink, you can add your ATO or your Medicare.
Yeah.
So I just,
thank fuck for that.
yeah, so I just added my ATO, and now I'm just waiting for like to give more details and stuff, and then to contact me.
Then everything came up. Give me your fucking money, motherfucker.
No, give me the money. That's what I'm calling you. Fuck, they sorted that out. Cause like I went to the shops yesterday, and like I drove past 3 Centerlinks because the Woolworths closest to mine had nothing in it. Like there was fresh fruit and that was it. And I can't make a sandwich with that.
Yeah, but it's really weird. I'll tell you guys, like my brother-in-law works in the fruit and veg markets and does all that shit. So, and he's literally started the supermarket up the road just started. Shout out to the Arabs.
And you got me so off guard with that shit.
Oh no, I got worse than this.
He hasn't even got to the end.
Oh, no. I haven't even started the Chinese. No, get me started. But yeah, no, and the Arabs fucking worked out a system, and I've got to give the guy credit. He's not putting everything out.
Like
So,
as in all the
no,
produce.
all produce and all the products and all the stuff. So what he's doing is he's bought in big,
Yeah.
and he's just sporadic. Give you a little bit of this, give you a little bit of that, give you
Yeah.
a little bit of this. And whereas Coles, they're doing the same thing, but everybody's freaking out because they're so used to the Coles instead of, like he works for, I think it's Food Works or whatever it's called, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a smaller operation.
It's more of like a market type thing.
Well,
Or not really.
no, it's a supermarket,
Yeah.
but it's just a smaller
It's a
version
smaller-
of
it's like a
Coles.
boutique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whereas these ones over here, Coles and that, you go to Coles and shit, and it's just like, fuck me.
There's
It's like
nothing there.
Yeah.
nothing. It's that, you know. But
Is that because they're just Coles are just putting everything out and then everyone's just racking
they
it?
haven't got time to put it out there.
Right.
This guy's got this small supermarket. It's probably got about an average of about 15 people for the size of what it is.
Right.
And let's say it's like a little, I don't know. Let's say you guys know the Chapel Street Coles.
Yeah.
Yep.
So say
Wait, like the new one.
yeah, the new one.
Okay, yeah.
So half the size of that is that supermarket.
Oh, shit.
Right, okay,
Right.
right.
So he's got about like 40 people just putting shit out. Right. So whereas you go to Coles, and like I go to my local Coles here, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
There's probably a handful, 10 people there. They haven't got fucking time to fucking fill these shelves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're not going to hang around there all night. And when last night I actually went to my parents' house out in West Footscray.
Yep.
And I was down there, and I go, I've just got to go and have a look in the supermarket. I want to grab some stuff. And I've gone in there, and they usually have like a small crew, as a small supermarket. But last night they had like fucking about, well, I'm not going to exaggerate, probably about 25, 30 people in there just filling the shelves.
Yeah.
You know, so, and this is where Coles is very smart at this shit. But you can see the prices are going up as well. Every fucking thing that you buy, and I mean, I shop like for the family, I cook and I shop and all that.
Yeah.
And I see the prices, and you can actually see it's all gone up. And people are so used to it, and this is what pisses me off about our society in Australia, that we get used to shit, and nobody's got the balls to go, you know what, fuck you, this is not right. You're lifting the fucking prices, particularly now when people actually need the help.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I will say, maybe Aussies feel that way, but Waleed from the project is doing some really good work to get down price gouging, okay?
Is it?
He is. Watched it last night before Survivor.
No.
He's calling out the petrol stations, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
good shit.
Aussies hate Waleed, bro. You go to both
know.
Aussie groups, dude, they fucking hate that cunt.
I know.
Why?
he's got an agenda. Waleed's
does
got
he?
Waleed's got an agenda.
He definitely has an agenda.
I was
Doesn't
trying to
everyone
give him the benefit of the doubt, but then he had Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker was on the project, who's an MMA fighter. He's like the first
He's like
Australian.
how big is it? Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually got another MMA champion now in the UFC, which is good.
Oh,
Alexander Volkanovski, but Whittaker was the first ever Aussie UFC champ, which is like, gee, fucking such
He was
a.
the teacher, wasn't he? Was he the one?
Oh, you thinking of a boxer or as a teacher?
Nah, that's Jeff Horn.
Oh,
Jeff Horn.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so Whittaker went on there,
Yeah.
and then he's just asking these just the stupidest questions. Like he's asking who would win if Whittaker fought, who's an MMA fighter, fought Jeff Horn.
Oh, okay.
It's like he's a boxer.
Yeah.
It was just real condescending and just real dumb questions. I was
he's-
like,
He's
are
that
you a
type of
fucking
guy.
idiot?
And look,
Like if that guy was in the studio with you,
Yeah.
you realise the shit that he could do. Like, he can fuck you up.
Turn into Jerry Springer all of a sudden.
Yeah, you gotta give these people respect.
But they have got, look, the project's got their own agenda. You can
Of
see
course,
that. They're one-sided.
Extremely.
And you sort of sit there and if you're going to watch shit like that, stop watching shit like that, right, bro? You're in my house now, right?
Wonks don't watch that shit, bro.
Hey, I'm only turning that shit on so I don't miss the start of Survivor, right? That's
Too much of Survivor.
I forgot Survivor.
But yeah, they've got their agenda, and it's sad to see that with all the shit they talk about, they don't actually show two sides of the story. And we would be fucking as Australians, and I mean, we so get that mentality of, oh, well, wait a minute, Channel 10 said that, it's got to be right.
Yeah.
Or Channel 9 said that, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's got to be right. Nobody questions anything. It's like, fucking question it. And I've said this, I mean, you guys are young.
Yeah.
I'm going to die soon. You guys are young. But question every fucking thing. Fuck 'em, man.
Fucking oath, yeah.
Question every motherfucker out there, because, you know, you sit there going, well, wait a minute, they turn around and say, boys, invest in super. So you boys don't invest in super. Boys, do this. You do all this shit that they tell you to do.
Yeah.
And then in the end, you're sitting there going, well, wait a minute, I can't get to my super now when I need it.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're going to go, well, we're off to the fucking strippers, or we're off to fucking Vegas, or we're off here or there.
No,
Yeah.
rent.
You actually need it to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was,
And that's a sad bit about it.
because when I was on the super website,
Yeah.
I didn't want to take my super out, but they're giving all these warnings and stuff. Are you sure you want to take it out? Because 10 grand now will be 58 grand when you're 67.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it to 67 if I can't pay fucking rent, cunt. Like,
That's
I
true.
got 45 years to make that fucking money. You know what I mean? Like, you think
Yeah,
I
you
give a
can
fuck
always add to
about
it
that?
later,
Yeah.
But this is like, just to talk about the rent thing, like, it's a conversation me and my girl are having. It's like, I feel like common sense should take over the fear that we have. Like,
There is no common sense.
no, but like, you gotta think, I think about it logically in that there's no way that in the middle of a pandemic, Australia is gonna have a bunch of homeless people. Is gonna have a surge of homeless people as well. Like, that's not gonna help the situation.
No.
You know what I mean? So I feel like there's something coming down the pipeline
But
where we're gonna
You
get.
hope. Yeah.
The greed, but the thing is, with the people that own a lot of these properties and shit, it's greed.
Yeah.
And so these people haven't got compassion.
Mm.
So the more money, what I'm noticing is the more money people have got, the less compassion they've got.
Yeah.
And the less tolerance and the less fucking helping hand they'll put out there. You know what I mean? And all these people, like they were talking about the AFL and shit, and you sort of sit there and go, the players are now turning around and going, well, I want my fucking pay. I'm
Yeah.
not going to have a pay cut. I want my fucking pay.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there going, like I said to you, the average fucking AFL player, a shit player, earns about 300,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Mm.
Fucking oath.
That's a shitload of
Fucking
fucking money.
oath. Fuck
You
oath.
know, and
For
you're
not
sitting
being able
there-
to kick with your left foot.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And you sort of, and you break that down, and it's sort of like, you know, like if you break the pay down, you say that's at $50,000 an average of that. That's 6 pays in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you sort of turn around and go, well, wait a minute. Well, why wouldn't you give somebody an opportunity to help somebody out? And they lost how many people they lose out of the AFL? Well, who gives a shit? Figure it out.
Yeah.
Get on the dole.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the whole thing.
It's a
just,
fucking game.
It's
It's a
fucked. Don't trust the government, people.
Oh, yeah. The last NRL game they had last round, it's canned now, but I think it was the Knights versus West Tigers.
Yep.
Dude, cunts full had scaffold. Because I was watching the game. I fucking love rugby league. And you're like, why the fuck can I hear a small crowd? Like, I thought this shit was cancelled.
Yeah.
And cunts are just like, there's like heaps of cunts just like sitting outside the, because they're basically playing on a training ground.
Yeah.
And people build
Oh.
scaffolding round the fucking area and like have sick and bevs and wearing their fucking jerseys. It's like nothing's going wrong. Rugby league, bro. Like, I love it.
But that's the thing. We've never had a real, besides fucking like, well, this is the thing. Now you guys can tell me to shut the fuck up or whatever. Probably
Go on.
won't, but no, but I said this to Anna last night that this is the biggest thing we've ever had here.
Mm.
Fucking oath.
You know
Fucking
what I
oath.
mean? Like for all the generations. But then she's always got a fucking comment with fucking piss me off.
Just a side note, I think I was in year 12 or something when the swine flu thing happened, but no one gave a fuck.
Nah,
I was looking at the numbers for that today. That was the biggest pandemic of the last 20 years.
But I don't remember anything
Dude, that
being
killed like
shut down.
250,000 people.
Yeah, but I don't remember anything being shut
Yeah,
down.
but I think it was where it happened, like where it killed people. Because I remember in America that shit was a.
Yeah, it's white privilege again. Kill all the blacks. Who cares, you know?
Well, this time around, I saw a map. Africa's clean right
That's
now.
what I mean.
Oh yeah, Africa is like very fucking low as a continent.
Yeah.
Has like no cases compared
So
to
is
everywhere
India,
else.
apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. I found some fucked up. Well, I know I mentioned this the other day, but we found some fucked up website where, well, it's not fucked up. There's only fucked up depending on how you look at it. But you can look up any country, and it gives you the population, and it refreshes every 24 hours.
Shit.
It's nuts. We were looking at India. I shouldn't fucking joke about this, but me and my friend were looking at Italy, and it must have refreshed when we were looking at it, and it dropped by 60.
Damn.
Between 5 minutes of us looking at it.
Shit.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So
So
it's crazy.
So many
Also,
numbers and numbers.
But
just dropping off,
they
bro.
have got the oldest population
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
yeah.
So with that, you've got to expect what's going to happen.
And they're pretty dense too, population-wise.
Everyone's
Yeah.
sleeping in the same
Pretty-
fucking
Yeah,
house.
everyone lives in
Yeah.
one fucking house. You got like 3 or 4 generations in one house.
But
That's
you
probably
think that affect India though?
well, yeah,
'cause
'cause
they
they're
do the
very
same.
similar.
They got the
yeah.
Himalayas, bro,
But-
blocking them from China.
But
Thank
the
God.
immune they've got. Just remember the shit,
Unless it's the food.
the shit they live in, like as in, you see all the fucking sewerage and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because everybody goes, if you go to India, you get the belly, that fucking you get the diarrhea and all that shit.
Jelly belly, yeah.
Dally belly and all that. Yeah. And it's like their immune's used to that shit.
Yeah.
Whereas we're not
Maybe they're
used to
just
that.
brushing that shit
Yeah.
off like. Pfft.
Yeah.
You know.
Also,
Virus.
just a public service announcement to all white people. Y'all need to start being nice to ethnicities.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all ran through a lot of them, and the Asians were the last one.
I didn't finish my story. Hold on.
I didn't conquer shit.
And then Anna goes to me, she goes, "Well, do you remember fucking Darwin? I said, what happened in Darwin? The chaps bombed Darwin. What the fuck, man?" And I just had to lose my shit. Yeah, all right, we had a World War II thing here, but we didn't see it, we didn't feel it. You know what I mean? It didn't take out enough people.
No, that got shut down quick.
Yeah. Whereas now, this is going to take out a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people are going to sit there and go, "Fuck,
And
holy shit."
everyone is affected.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Even if you,
Across
by
board.
the end of it, if as an individual you don't know personally anyone that died, bro, like
Your economy's actually
it got
affected.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, I mean, I work. You work hospitality, don't you, mate?
Yeah,
Chef,
I used to,
yeah. Yeah. Well, fuck that industry's fucked, bro.
Yeah, but that industry was fucked. I think I told you this when we were at Gorilla. That industry was fucked 10, 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not to sound racist.
Yeah, Hugh.
I want to hear it, bro. I want to hear it. Tell me the real shit.
But
It's a big butt, capital B.
Pause for dramatic effect.
yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
Nothing can sound bad after that page turning noise from when you were a kid.
They did it. I think it was a 385 visa or whatever it was, or 358 visa, and all
Working
the Indians,
visa.
yeah, the Indians started shipping them over,
Yeah.
and they were pumping them out like it was nothing. And it was just,
When was this, like 20 years ago? Or?
I don't know, about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Like the influx was about 15 years ago, and I remember that as a head chef working at places. You know,
Yeah.
you couldn't find any white kid that wanted to be a chef. When I wanted to be a chef, that was a long time ago, and it was like, oh fuck, you know, my parents were proud. Oh fuck, he's like a doctor. You know what I mean, sort of thing. It was that.
Fuck.
It was that real chef. Chefs are fucking great.
Prestige
industry
to it.
Yeah, there was a prestige.
Yeah.
And then you could just see.
Now I want to be a comic.
Yeah. Died down. And it was funny, when I started comedy, they both died. Go figure.
Oh.
I'm shooting myself in the foot with all these comments though.
No, but it did. It changed the industry. And like my brother-in-law used to run major hotels here as executive chef. And then he became like a GM of hotels and stuff like that. And we've always talked about it. And we sort of said where the young kid wouldn't want to work for that money, or I couldn't, you know. And Geordie was saying to me, you wanted to ask me something about.
No, because I just enjoyed talking just dumb kitchen stories.
Yeah.
When we were talking at Gorilla. So yeah, just.
What do you want to know? have I ever hit anybody? Have I ever killed anybody? Yeah. BJ Ballsout Comedy Podcast. Send it to that motherfucker.
If you've been affected in a past life by bending, please call in. Yeah.
No, but oh, you just bringing up, I don't know, some, I don't know, white kids or fucking Aussie kids.
But it's not just that; it's that whole mentality.
But what were the apprenticeship wages like to be an apprentice chef when you were coming in? Because when I was coming in, it was like, dude, you're fucking like a peasant. You get, can't you get like $9?
I was getting about maybe about $120
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
I was getting raped.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. I mean, not like I've got a pretty mouth or anything.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Shut up.
James like, I'm creeping up,
What's the water? There's in it.
As long as his dick's not creeping up, we're all good. But no, when I was an apprentice, like when I was like fucking 18, I was getting $320 every 2 weeks. And I wanted to move out. I was set to move out. I was like, fuck, I can't.
Yeah. Well, but this is the thing. I lived at home. I mean, and everything was paid for. I mean, you know, I didn't have to pay for I didn't have to pay for rent or anything. And I was lucky in that sense.
Yeah.
But if I moved out, I was fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I couldn't save for holidays and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you'd sit there going, well, how the fuck am I going to save shit? I can't save anything.
Yeah.
You know, and if I didn't have the parents to help me out, I would have been fucked.
Yeah.
Completely. But through that, I had the prestige of, oh, my son's going to be a chef. And so they were proud of that. And it was just like, all right, well, you know, it was trade time. And it was actually funny. I was talking to a mate of mine. And that was probably early 90s when we started our apprenticeships. You know, so 92, 93, around that sort of era.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it was like it is now. Like if you look at the apprenticeships now, it's like if you want to say a plumber, we're talking about this one, mate. If you want a plumber's going to charge you in the ass because kids don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because the kid's sitting there going, why the fuck am I going to shovel out shit for 150 grand when I can go to a call centre and earn 150 grand hypothetically?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bonuses, all the rest of it. So kids have gone that way without actually the trade, but the trade's raped itself. All the trades have raped itself. Like for chefing, we raped our own industry because we turned around and went, oh, fucking master chef and this, and you can be a fucking super chef, and you can do this, and you can do this, and it's like, well, wait a minute, teach them, you know, teach them the right way of the industry. Like, man, I used to come home crying, and I'd look at the wog and like you say your mum would laugh at you. He'd point and laugh at me. What are you fucking crying about, you fucking girl? I did. I mean, and I had like, I mean, I'm 6'2", but there were like German guys that I would work. My first apprenticeship.
Germans are scary.
Oh mate, my first apprenticeship. I was at the Hilton Hotel down at near the MCG. I was working for some German fuckers. They were about 6'5" to about 6'8".
Propaganda poster Germans.
Oh fuck me! You know, bring you over and fucking and start fucking getting into you, and then be like, and me, I had mouth fucking all the time, and be like, you fucking off, cunt, you fuck, go suck me cock, you know, straight up on the wall, and be like, oh fucking, I'll do anything.
Can I go home on time, please?
Yeah. But we didn't, but we fucked ourselves up, and then it got to the point where, you know, we were talking about it like, we became privileged. We did, because our parents did that to us, because it was like, our parents came here and gave us a great life. Like, my old man came here in 66.
Yeah.
My old man came here with nothing. He was 20 fucking, I think it was 20.
What country?
It was former Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
So Yugoslavia at that time. And so he came here, left over there, worked his ass off here. Worked his ass off for the kids, built his little fucking, home and all the rest of it, and friends brought him in, did all that, like the Indians are doing now.
Yeah.
But we didn't talk about that sort of thing. It was like, oh, we've got money, we're all right. We're middle class, we're cool, we're going on holidays and we're fine. It's not a drama.
Yeah.
But then it came to the point where, oh, wait a minute, you got to work for a shit wage. Fuck that. I'm not going to work. I'm worth fucking X amount of dollars. That's where the mentality started kicking in.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like my dad. I'm not going to do that like my dad. You know what I mean? So our mentality, I see the mentality now with the generation of my mates that have got kids. I haven't got kids, but my mates that have got kids, those kids don't want to do those jobs because they're above that, because we've mollycoddled them. We've, sort of gone,
To me, it sounds like they're becoming more white.
Well, yeah.
That's what I see, because I see that in my community.
It's basically they just don't want to do it. They don't want to work, and then they turn
around. Legit.
Then they turn.
The seriousness on your face. I've seen that in the white community.
I fucking have, bro. That's what I see.
But they don't want to work, and they don't want to get into that whole. I don't want to work for like you just said before. Oh, fucking $90. I ain't working for fucking $90.
Yeah.
Well, in white kids' defence, and by white I mean Aussie. I don't know what it's like in America or England or whatever, but like, there's a real, and Hugh might be able to test this, but like, when you're in your late teens, early 20s in an Aussie household, it's like, why the fuck do you still live here? Like, there's no, like, my sister lived at home, like my full blood sister lived at home till she was like 26, and that was only because she was studying, like, to be a teacher.
Yeah, there's a stigma.
Whereas as soon as like my mum and stepdad moved, like my dad's in Tassie, so he was out of the picture, but like my mum and stepdad moved to Singapore for work when I was 18. As soon as I finished school, I jumped straight into the apprenticeship, and I was living at the grandparents for about a year or two.
Yeah.
Only because I couldn't afford to live out of home, because I was on the apprenticeship, $300 every 2 weeks. That's a week's worth of rent if you want anything. Yeah. And it wasn't until I moved out into the strippers that I had money to move out. And like a lot of my friends were just like, yeah, we all live out of home. It's just like, it's a very Aussie thing. There's no...
See, that's weird, because I've gotten the exact opposite feel from Australia.
Yeah?
Yeah, like in America, it's partially because we go away for college to live away from home, and then once you're done with college, if you go back, then you've clearly fucked up. You know?
Oh, like you didn't get that qualification to set you up.
Yeah,
failed,
you
dropped
not,
down.
Yeah, exactly. So at 18, most people in America are out the house. Whereas I've met plenty of like 20-something-year-old Aussies that still live at home.
Really?
Yeah. Like I've so many to the point where I'm just like...
But that's changed. I mean, you're in your 30s.
Yeah, 30.
Or 30.
Don't fuck my stocks any worse than they are.
So I reckon the 20s are still a lot of the kids, unless... I mean, you're not from Melbourne.
No, I'm from Canberra.
Yeah, so... Yeah. But if you were still in Canberra, would you still be at home?
Not now, but I would... Because I moved out when I was like 18.
Okay.
So, but I would have waited maybe 2-3 years.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, both... What are my brothers? My oldest brother, he didn't move out till maybe 24, 25, but he was finishing university.
Yeah.
And then my other brother, he probably moved out maybe 21, 22.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's like just very...
You can't lounge at home. If you're not studying, if you're not doing an apprenticeship or something, or if you're just straight out of school, and you have any gap year, it's like, why the fuck are you
here? Yeah.
It's very, yeah. This is our time. You're 18 now.
Yeah.
Like, we've raised you.
Go on.
Yeah, it's very...
Well, my mum actually, she's telling me, like, with everything Corona and shit going on, she's like, you can always come home and, like, so, but I think that's because I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
Maybe, but,
Oh, she still loves you, that's nice.
Yeah, no, my mum's fucking, my parents are super supportive.
We can clone him.
Yeah.
we won't make him ginger. Try again. No, I love ginger. No, it's...
You don't love him, you just want to fuck him, bro. Big difference.
There's a fine line here. Well, please don't look at my Insta.
Like fucking search history.
Oh, it's nothing but redheads. Yeah. pinpoint exactly where I found. I remember finding this porno once where it was one dude and 7 chicks, and they're all banging gingers. It was like, what a life.
But how come you always start every time I ask him about porn? Always there's one guy. There was 3 guys. You never fucking go. There's like a shitload of chicks, bro, and then there's like 2 guys.
No, because that sets the scene.
He's putting himself in the
Picture.
How the fuck did
Dress for the job you want, not the one you got.
How do you find 7 redheaded chicks?
Oh, it was amazing. If I find it again, I'll link it to you. It was
Jeez.
incredible.
I'm going home and Googling that.
Yeah, it was fucking incredible.
You ever see a redheaded dude porn star? I've never seen it.
Once.
Really?
Ugly motherfucker. Yeah, no, he was, I don't know. Massive dick, so that must be why he got in the trade, but...
Giant pink cock.
Never seen sunlight, no.
Ooh, I haven't seen lipstick like that for ages.
Actually, come to think of it...
You got a pretty dick, boy.
come to think of it, never saw him fucking outdoors. I saw him in a few lines by mistake. Come out looking like a fucking crab stick or something, like, fuck that. No,
There's a dick lathering fucking CFP.
I'm so honestly, I'm so done with porn. Like, it takes longer to find a fucking video than it does to actually do anything.
Yeah, but you want story, fucking line, everything.
No,
just fucking
fuck
watch
that.
a porn, bro. Jerk off, you're done.
Actually,
what do you watch?
You need the story, bro.
anything. No, anything. Something just, something just grabs the attention. Like, I don't know.
I like this guy. Look, he's got a pussycat in the background.
Oh, now it's in the foreground.
Why is it licking me balls?
Cats have got that abrasive tongue too.
Hey, you're the one with the fucking Labrador.
Leave my lab alone.
You're the one with the Labrador. Our first podcast, you had a jar of Vaseline on the TV.
Nah, it's peanut butter, bro. Learn for the NRL.
One's before the other, yeah.
John Monahan, shout out.
Vaseline's for cleaning.
I thought earlier, I thought it was just peanut butter. What the fuck is this dry peanut butter?
You guys have a nut allergy, dude. Fucking steam cleaner.
Wait, black people like Nutella, don't they?
Fuck. No, it's just fucking... I don't know, I was chatting to a mate of mine the other day and he's like, what are you into? I was like, anything. And he goes, really? I was like, yeah, pretty much anything except for feet and, obese chicks. Like, that just doesn't do anything for me. But, like, that's not fat shaming. I find women attractive, just not fat ones. But, love curves, but I'm digging another hole. Anyway, so... He goes, man, I love...
We love fat chicks. We love any chicks. I take any woman.
Fat feet, combine the two.
I don't agree with Johnny. Give it to me anyway.
I'm not into guns, basically, but he basically said, I really dig blowjob videos, like blowjob compilations. I was like, why? He goes, just imagine. I was like, dude, you're just watching a dude get his dick sucked. The only nudity is the dude. I don't get it. Like,
and then you turn around and go, check me out.
I took a step back and there were no pot plants, so it was alright. But I just couldn't get my head around only watching.
Really? You don't like watching
blowjob
chicks suck a
videos.
dick?
No, it's not mine.
Not only blowjobs. That's a bit too much. You gotta move on to something else.
Yeah, fuck storylines. They're all bullshit. It's like worse than reality TV.
No, I love a good storyline.
Yeah, what's your favourite kind of storyline?
Blacked. Always makes me feel so good about myself, bro. Tyrell texted me.
There's always a fucking text message.
I've never had a black guy before. I don't know if I'll fuck him.
Oh, fuck.
Fantastic. And Tyrell pulls up, he's like, what's up? Fucking tattoos all over the place. Fucking amazing.
Where he brings his boyfriend around and
I was actually
makes an
thinking,
album cover.
when is the first coronavirus porn gonna come out?
It already has.
Already has.
It already has.
Quarantine
has.
porn. Quarantine, bro.
I'll be back.
Yeah, they cut holes in the face.
That's the name of the porno, Cunts in Quarantine.
Really?
Fuck, we're just going to check this out for a minute.
We're going to take it.
Just cuts back, we just put our pants back on.
Run the tissues, run the tissues! Or just do that in the toilet paper shortage.
Oh, fuck. So the first one has already come out?
So they've already done it? Yeah, fuck.
Oh, man, they work fast.
Production,
dude,
bro,
already done it.
But, like, is it like a proper, like, storyline, or is it just like...
Well, no, I think it's self-explanatory. I haven't actually watched one, but they're wearing masks and hazmat suits and shit, yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool,
like
cool,
Fluffies, but with hazmat suits.
So was
Furries,
it like a
furries.
young guy fucking an old person?
I didn't watch it.
killing
It got thrown up in some group chat that I'm in.
Oh.
Yeah, no, there wasn't a respirator involved, I don't think, but no.
Porn's always the first to do anything. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Probably because they don't have a censorship thing. It's just like you can put anything out there. I don't know. Maybe we're in the wrong game.
And nothing's quicker than whipping out your dick and, fucking a chick.
Yep. That's gotta
Nothing's quick. That's all you're doing. There's
dinner
no
first.
editing.
No, there's no dinner scene. Would you like a storyline where they go out for a nice dinner? Like romance, the dude romances the chick and it's like,
I've watched one. I've watched one recently. Actually, it's this new thing. They have a choose your own adventure porn site. No, genuinely.
Oh shit.
Madness, bro.
Yeah.
Madness. There's not that many videos because I think it's quite new. But it's like basically like. It's basically like you wake up and then she like greets you and then you're like, she's like good morning and then like it lets you choose what you do next. It's
Bitch,
like
make me a sandwich.
Well,
yeah, I've seen that.
Not that far.
Yeah.
Bro. Mental. I didn't like the dinner one. I actually didn't like the dinner one. To answer your question.
One time that happened to me, I fell asleep.
I saw the
in
bill.
here. I fell asleep in here and I woke up and what the fuck? What fuck? His legs look pretty balls. Hopefully I got a little footage.
I saw this video. I went on a rabbit hole once because I was just fucking bored. It was pure curiosity, and I can't remember the name of it, but it'll come to me in a second. But I was watching this thing, and basically there's a dude in the house, and he's like fixing the plumbing or something. Like, oh fuck, here we go, a plumbing one. And then there's two girls rock up at the front door, and like they're lost or something. And voiceover. That's what it is. So voiceover porn, right? I'm not getting into it. It was more curiosity than needing to have a bat, right? And they come to the door, and the voiceover lady is explaining everything. So,
like narration.
Yeah, narrated. Oh, narrated. That was the name of it.
Narrated.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, narrated. I was like, what the fuck's narrated? I was just going through all the categories because I was bored. And there is some weird shit out there. But I'm watching this, and the voiceover chick's just explaining everything. So like, Johnny's under the obviously better than this, but fuck, you're ruining my story.
There's a dog came in for the people just listening.
Yeah, you heard peanut butter.
Yeah.
I thought it was because Benny said his balls. So
I still smell it.
Lick balls.
I thought it smelled like schmackos today, didn't he? Fucking So basically, this chick's narrating everything. It's explaining how, Johnny's 6 foot tall, and he's wearing overalls, all this sort of shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then the first chick gets to the door, and she explains, Tiffany was 5'1", blonde hair, fake breasts, blah blah blah, all this sort of shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And
now, is it from anyone's particular perspective?
No, it's just a camera in the room.
Right.
It wasn't POV or anything like that. But I worked out later on it was for blind people.
Wow.
Porn for blind people.
Yeah, audio porn, bro. That's just the best.
I had no idea this was a thing.
I love that shit, bro. Yeah,
Oh, it was incredible.
like ASMR type. I don't go into ASMR videos, but I just go on porn audio videos. They're great.
Here I am scrunching a scrunchie. No, that doesn't do
No,
it.
I don't. No, you get like a chick talking about sucking your dick or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Interesting.
Very.
But yeah, I didn't realise that there was...
It's a good rabbit hole.
It filled me with a...
You feel better too because you don't see the filth.
Oh, I love the filth.
It's more imagination.
The dirtier the better.
I love the film.
No, but bro, your imagination
Until
is
it
the
gets the
filthiest
scat
thing
porn
you got,
and shit, fuck that.
access to, bro.
It's true.
Until it gets the scat. Can't do the scat. Fuck that. That's disgusting. Feet and scat. No.
What's your issue with feet, bro?
Oh God, can we not do this in this episode? I really just don't want me and Benny to have to be the audience to the two of you fucking going at this fit conversation.
I can tell you a feet story.
It'll be better than mine.
No. It was, yeah.
Hugh's hard already.
And it was just like, nah. And then, yeah, that's not my thing. Like, feet aren't my fucking thing.
Did she tell you to do it and she had fucked up
No,
feet?
she expected me to do it.
Ugh.
Oh.
Like, no, she was...
No
she
consent. What is wrong with
it
it?
was like, it was all cool. And this was like, fuck, a long time ago. You know what I mean? It was just like, fucking, I looked at this toe and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going there. And she's like, no. Oh, God. Fucking hell.
Yes.
I just don't think feet should be near my face in the bedroom. Simple as that. Like, you walk on them.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay, so if you're getting down dirty with a chick, do you make her have a shower first? Or you get the
Nah,
wipes
fuck,
out?
nah, I want to,
No,
like...
that's just wrong, bro.
Yeah, bro,
What do you do?
that's
How you
disrespectful.
doing? You
But
couldn't
that's
do
not
it.
that's not
disrespectful.
disrespectful, bro.
You're disrespecting
Nah,
her,
before, if I'm gonna put my balls in a woman's face, not a woman, my woman's face.
I'm going to have a shower first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's polite.
Nah, I like the summer because the feet
That-
get
the
sweaty and
suntan
shit,
lotion,
bro.
yeah.
Oh, bro. I love that shit.
Nah.
No, so if you were dating
I'm
a
a
chick,
germaphobe, that
you'd
doesn't
actually turn around and have a shower before you actually fuck.
Oh no, I'm not saying I have a shower before I fuck, but I'm like, if I'm expecting to get my balls like fully,
I love how he says it, my balls.
I'm expecting to get my balls fully fucking, manicured and look after. I gotta have a shower. I gotta at least rub some soap.
I'm not saying for the guy not to shower.
Yeah, but you gotta keep that same energy.
No,
bro.
it's equality. Yeah,
You gotta keep
quality.
that same energy.
Not necessarily.
The thing is, I think you like the foot sweat, so that's
Fucking oath.
well, that's a difference.
I just like the whole part of a woman. You know what I mean?
What?
Don't try to make
Dude,
this
everything, bro. Everything.
Don't
bro.
try to make this a beauty of woman thing, alright?
It is, bro.
Don't you fucking try.
Have you ever seen feet that you've like been like,
Yeah, fuck it.
yeah?
Yeah.
Mine.
Okay,
But
what? I see James sunbaking out the back, like, oh, it's a shame about his feet.
Sitting there playing FIFA, he gets an erection. Nah, actually, no.
Next. Okay, what makes good feet? Is it like the nail polish?
Look,
Is
I
it
don't
the little-
really get off on the site necessarily.
Okay.
It's more like when I'm like getting intimate with a woman,
Yeah.
and it's just like I don't know. It's more like the vibe of it.
Do you go straight for the feet?
It's a good opener move. But if it was a first date, I'm not gonna open with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I might do it later on the first date. It's like my opening move, you know.
Have you ever had a woman
Stuff like
who
walking away.
didn't want foot stuff?
Oh, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Dude, once someone's licking your feet, you gotta let it do it. It feels tremendous.
Yeah, so do you start like, oh, let me just massage your feet a little bit?
You don't talk. You just
Do.
no, yeah. You start if I'm eating her ass or something, I'm eventually gonna traverse down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
but
sound like a fucking science.
I
It
can't
is,
like,
bro. It
there's,
is.
there's
Introduce
no
some
way.
feet.
There's no way that you get to like the back of the knee and a woman's not looking behind her like, I think he's lost, you know?
I had one chick. I
Up
started.
here, motherfucker.
She was on her stomach, like playing with her pussy or whatever, and I was going down licking like the soles of her feet. And initially she was like, what the fuck are you doing? But then she got into it.
So you're 69ing her and then sort of...
No. She was just on her stomach,
Yeah.
on the bed, like playing with her pussy.
Yeah.
And then I was like eating her ass or whatever, and then I went down and started licking her feet. It feels tremendous.
If you guys can
You ever had a
feel
foot massage?
if you guys can feel the lack of sexual tension,
I'm not trying to create it, you fucking cunt. I'm fucking trying to describe it.
Just putting it out there, the black guy and the white guy going, what the fuck?
The other one is
Finally some racial unity in these fucking trying times.
I've seen a lot of this in the white community.
Not on my side of town, you haven't.
This is how Corona starts.
Yeah, fuck, maybe you're the bloke. Who knows?
No,
I'm not kink shaming you. I just don't understand. There's a difference between not
I
understanding.
don't believe in
something and
kink shaming, bro.
You don't believe in kink?
I believe in general shaming.
I will kink shame one thing. Have you ever heard of sounding?
No, go ahead and sounding.
Sounding.
What's that?
Okay, so on the rare time I listen to radio, the last time I heard Triple J, they had a sex therapist on. This was a few months ago, and the lady's talking about. It was late at night. I'm on the way home from a gig, and the lady got a sex expert in and was talking about how to do sounding properly. Obviously, my ears pricked up. I was like, the fuck sounding? And pains me to say it, but basically, sounding is when a dude or a chick gets something put in their urethra.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Tap it out of that.
Mm-mm.
Stuff's meant to come out of it. And like, she even said, if it starts bleeding, you need to go see a doctor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like watching some dude get hit in the balls on YouTube or something. You feel it. That I don't understand. That's just fucking dangerous.
That's not okay.
That's just dangerous.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I can't get behind that.
Now Geordie's painting a picture. Fucking Nazi flag.
I'm seeing red! I just don't get it. So obviously I looked into it, and not physically, but like on I didn't
Get one of those
suggest that.
medical fucking camera probes. Start feeding it down there.
Did you see when we said, "Oh, can we get the doctor's what would you call it?
The lab coat.
The lab coat.
Yeah, I can sort that out."
That was for something. No,
Can I borrow it after you?
no, I saw this porno of a dude, and again, I was bored. And physically, I've got fuck all free time, but mentally, I have so much. And I found this video of some dude getting sounded or sounding or whatever the fuck it is.
Wait. You heard about this? That
So I
means
looked it
this
up.
cunt was willing to be into it.
No.
If
No,
you
I
looked
would
it up.
have
I was
looked it up as
curious.
well.
Really?
I was
Oh,
curious.
You gotta go home and look it up?
I wouldn't have looked up a video because I wouldn't have wanted to see someone getting something shoved up the dick.
Yeah.
But I would have looked it up to see, like,
As
how
in
large of
Google
a
the
community. 'Cause-
Alright, fair
There were a
enough.
lot of hits on this video, and it was just the first one I saw.
Oh yeah, nah.
Like
see?
a lot of hits, man. Like a couple thousand.
A
Yeah.
little too much.
I don't know if 1,000's a lot for a porno site. It's probably rookie numbers, but so basically, this dude was lying down. He was tied up, and they had some like imagine this table's in two halves, and there was a hole in it, and basically his dick was hanging out, and they had like a little rubber band around his cock so it wouldn't fall back through, right?
No.
And there's two birds. One's on his face, like in a 69 position. The other one's like,
That's nice.
so yeah. One chick's holding the dick, and the other one's got a fucking stiletto going down his pee hole.
Oh, fuck that.
Wait, gets worse, and the guy's loving it, right? Loving it, and the girl's just like, "Oh, you're a dirty boy, aren't you? Alright, do you like me doing this?" Blah, blah, blah. All this sort of shit. And it wasn't a fucking. It was thicker than that pen, right? It was a proper fucking. I'm going out tonight stiletto, not a. I want to look good while I strip for you stiletto. There's a big difference, right?
That's worse than a fucking catheter.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Kaffir's yeah, but then she starts fucking his pee hole, right? If we haven't lost anyone by now, we're about to. But she starts fucking his pee hole, and he goes, "I'm about to come." I go, "Yeah, you are, you dirty boy." And they both start jerking him off and stuff. One of the girls pulls the stiletto out, gives him like the quickest blowjob I've ever seen, and then sticks it back in again, goes even further, and he goes, "I'm about to come." And they start jerking him, and then when the stiletto comes out, he came blood.
Oh,
Oh!
It was just blood. It was just blood.
yeah, but that's just tearing it up inside. That's the sensation.
Yeah,
That's
but-
damage.
Yeah.
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 Why would you do that?
No, it's
You
fucked.
piss out of that.
Oh, it's fucked up.
You know what the fucked up thing is?
What?
Every person in that video was white.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And this is why you shouldn't have power. Yeah. Yep, they were. And I was thinking about, like, I've gone to the beach before and, like, had a cut on my foot and it fucking stings when you get into the water. Like, imagine pissing after that.
Oh, man.
Like,
Yeah, but it's like that. Like, you've seen those arsehole ones, you know, where the chick's got the intern fucking.
Oh, the
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
prolapse.
prolapsing.
Oh,
God.
oh.
Nah. I'll jerk off for a few minutes, but nah.
But then I'll think about her well-being afterwards and think, oh, I hope she didn't eat tonight.
That's fucked up.
Oh, God.
There's some fucked up shit out there.
There's some very fucked up shit out there.
Well, thank you. On that note, thank you.
Do you guys want to give us just shout out your Instagram handles and that sort of shit so people can look into your...
Yeah, my Instagram's Ginger Package.
Of course it is. What would it be anything else?
Facebook, Hugh Roberson. Yeah, comedy page, go like it.
And your videos, where can you find your videos and stuff
Facebook and Instagram.
Oh,
And I haven't been that diligent with YouTube. I got to start. Is the word beautiful too close to talking about fucking a stiletto and a
Ginger
dick?
package. No, I'm still
Oh,
ginger
ginger
package.
package.
This is a great name.
Yeah, ginger package Instagram. Just search my name on Facebook. Yeah.
Your boy Senor James, aka Burrito Boy. This is _ Senor James. I'm on Facebook.
He's a black Mexican.
Yeah, basically, I'm Latino. Yeah, you can follow me on YouTube as well. All Senor James. Fucking yeah, just look it up. If there's a white guy, it's not me. Just you know how else to tell you to find me. But you guys have been great. Thanks for having us.
Nah, thanks for being
Thanks,
on.
boys.
You guys have been awesome.
No, I really appreciate you guys
very
making the
much.
trip. That was
It was
good
awesome.
fun.
Thank you.
Is this the part where I rap?
Go for it.
Yeah, bitch.
You got it pretty bad.
I got no snare in my headphones. Yeah, no, give us a few bars.
Go. Rip it out.
Yeah. It's a little Corona, bitch. I cough on you. I sneeze on you. Cause I don't give a fuck what you see on the bitch. Play that back one more time. Alright.
What?
Nigga. I'm a sick nigga. Pull the trigger. Fuck your mama. Now she bigger. Yeah.
3 fingers.
Stiletto in the peppy hole.
That's the first single down, fucking collab, yeah.